Hey guys, welcome back to another guide. Today we'll be talking about the Ultimate Tournament event, which is rather new. It's been around for the last few months and it's really great because you can get some amazing rewards out of it. Today we'll be covering how the event works, what are the different leagues and the rewards associated with them, and also we're going to see how you can set up your marches for fighting. So first of all, you can find the event right there in the cross server page, and as you can see, this is how it looks like. You have few hundred enemies to fight, and basically it's going to test your skills as a commander and of course the strength of your troops. And of course, the better you are, the higher you're going to get in the leaderboard, and of course the more rewards you're going to get. So the event is coming every 2 weeks and it is on for a week, and after that you have the playoffs in the following week. So basically what you do in this event: first of all, you need to be set up in your commanders to fight. I will cover that in a moment. And then once you do, you would have 5 free attempts to challenge different players. And of course you can buy another 5 for 100 diamonds each. So in total, in 7 days, you can do about 70 battles. And of course this is one-on-one. It's 3 marches offensively and 3 marches defensively. And you're going to be attacking opponents, fighting in 3 different battles. As you can see here, you have your vanguard, middle guard and rear guard, and they are going to be fighting the respective guards of the opponent. It's like a one-on-one. Now, first, when you open the event, it's going to ask you about which league you want to participate in. So, if you've never participated, you will be able to choose only the Bronze League. Then, when you are able to finish in the top 16 of the Bronze League, then you will be able to choose Silver next time. And then, if you finish in top 16 Silver, then next time you're able to choose Gold. And if you finish in top 16 Gold, you're able to choose Diamond. Now, of course, Diamond is something very difficult and only the strongest players in the world are there, so I wouldn't recommend you to go there unless you're a really high spender or close to maxed account. For a regular F2P or a small spender, what you can do is aim for the gold and specifically the top 200. So the rewards associated with those leagues, of course, the higher you go, the better reward you're going to get. In the bronze, you get something really small, like a few chests and some speed ups and gold, which is pretty much nothing, but you should be able to breeze through the bronze and get into the silver. Now the silver, the rewards are much better because you start getting some epic general tokens and a minimum of 300 chests if you're at least in the top 200. So you should strive to get into the top 16 of the silver so you can get into the gold. And this is where you start getting the good stuff. And of course the competition is much bigger. So my goal at the moment, at my current strength, is to manage to stay in the top 200 of the gold. Because in the top 200 you get 15 epic general tokens, and of course, as you can see, even if you go higher, you still get the same thing, you just get a little bit more books. But of course, like 5 more books is not a big deal since you can buy those in the VIP shop. So the really important thing is the general tokens, because each one would cost you 5,700 diamonds. So that is the greatest value here. So the idea is for you to finish in that top 200, you get those rewards and you go home happy man. Then, of course, one day you may be able to climb to the top 16 and then you would have the chance to go to diamond, but many players choose not to go to diamond, so they rather sit in gold and occupy spots and make it difficult for other players to progress. So what can you do? That's how the game works. Now let's talk about how do you fight and how you set up your marches and commanders. Now first of all you need to set up your attack formation, the one that's going to be attacking the defense formation of your opponent. And what you do, you click on the attack formation button and you have of course 3 different marches: the vanguard, the middle guard and the rear guard. Now it's important to mention that you're not going to be losing real troops, and the game is going to provide you with the highest tier troop that you have unlocked in your castle. In this case I have unlocked T4, so I'm gonna be given T4s. And basically you choose to edit, you go right here and the game gives you 2 million of each troop type, and then you choose which one you want to go with. Now you choose your dragon with the dragon skills, the commanders appropriate, and then you choose the maximum amount of troops that you can get, and then you save. Now if I save here, I would need to first make sure that I am battle ready, and currently I'm not, so I'm not going to save, I'm just going to keep with what I've saved previously. Then of course you edit the second one, dragon, commanders, troops, and the third one exactly the same way. Now for me I'm running a single troop type, so all of my marches are bowls. And of course the first one is my strongest dragon and strongest commanders, the second one is of course my second dragon and second strongest commanders for that type, and the third one is just total attack commanders that would still be giving some benefit to my troops, but it's not perfect. But in any case you cannot have 15 perfect commanders, so you need to spread your marches. Another important thing is that you can move your squads with those arrows, so you can choose which squad to be in which position. Because sometimes, you know, if your enemy has their strongest at the first position, at the vanguard, then what you can do is put your weakest first and then your strongest on second and third. And that way, you know you're gonna lose the first one, but you would have much bigger chance to win the second and third. And you only win when 2 of your marches win against the opponent. So the opponent has to lose 2 of the battles. Even if they win the third one, it doesn't matter, because you win 2 out of 3. And just to give you an idea how that happens in the record, okay, you see here I fought and I won 3 of the battles. And here, of course, I lost 2 because, of course, the opponent was stronger, and I won 1. But even though I won 1, it's a 2 out of 3, so I was defeated. So that is basically how it works. You get a record of all your battles here, so you will be meeting the same people over and over again. So you can check into your reports, see how strong they are, see how they arrange their marches, and then if you want to attack them again, you can switch up the places of your troops so that you can get your strongest against their weakest. That's a very big part of the strategy here. And then, of course, you can be fighting 5 or 10 times a day. You progress. As you can see, I'm 192, so I am within my goal of 200, top 200 in the gold. So I'm happy, and I hope to remain in that place. And as you can see, it's not an easy job, because here you have a lot of strong players, but you hope for the best. You get stronger this way. And now it's very important, before you set up your commanders, you need to first be battle ready. And to be battle ready, what you need to do is to consider that in this event, most of the buffs and bonuses do not work. So the only thing that's going to work, it's going to be your refinement, your lord bonus, your equipment, and your badges. like everything else, like Dragon, Extra Army Size, or Sept of the Seven, Fervor, Lord in Dungeon, all of those things, they don't work. So what you do? You put up your battle talents, then your Lord, your equipment, for example, and the battle badges. And that's it. And then you go and you set up your commanders and your troops, and that's pretty much it. Then you don't touch here unless you want to change stuff, because if you go and you edit and you save or you move commanders, their stats are immediately going to change. So if you're not battle ready at the time, you would save the weak stats. Let's say if you're in gathering stats, and then you change something on the setups, then they become much weaker, you're gonna get eliminated quite easily. So always be mindful that you only do setups when you're battle ready. So that is how the event works. I hope you will have a lot of fun with it, and remember that the higher you go into the ranking, the more difficult it becomes. So your ultimate goal as a mid-sized player would be the top 200 of gold. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.